What's going on, Well? It's your boy being Black again. Man, I got something to talk about, man. Man, I went to my little boy's school today because my little boy say he got into it with a little dude. It was a big little dude, though. You know, it was supposed to be like a 7th grade or something like that. He a 6th grade. So, yeah, I just got up this morning. I went to the school. So I went to the school, got my little boy in the office, you know, and I'm talking to the principal and I'm telling him, you know, we need to call up the boy in the office where we could resolve this issue. So when I got there, she called the little boy to the office. Man, this little boy come in the office. Little boy look like he's 6'2", weigh 150 pounds. And I'm like, damn, man, you want to fight my baby? So the principal talking to the little boy. He talking crazy to the principal. So I'm like, man, it's a big ass little boy. What do? So I go to him. I'm like, say, man, look. I just whispered to him, y'all in the court. I said, man, look, please leave my son alone, man. And he tell me, man, look, I'll knock you and your son out. And the nigga tell me, and I'm like, say, little dog, hey, don't play with me like that, man. I don't play no games. Don't play with me like that. I'm a grown man. You heard me? Stay in your lane. So the principal called his mom on the phone. His mom on the phone, I guess she hear me talking back and forth to her son or whatever, you know. So she called her. He's about 10 minutes later, they must stay in the area somewhere because she pull up, boom. When she pull up, I'm like, man, she coming to the door. She looking like Baby D. I'm like, damn. So when she come through the door, then about 2 minutes later, daddy come through the door, he looking like Shaq. I'm like, damn, I see why this a big ass boy. You heard me? Y'all big. So I'm like, he like, man, who trying to fight my son? I'm like, man, it's a big dude too. So I'm like, ooh. I said, hey man, nobody trying to fight your son, bro. Calm down, calm down. I said, man, your son trying to fight my son. He said, man, no, your son, my son been complaining about your son all week. I'm like, well, my son been complaining about your son all week. So he like, man, so what? What you saying? I'm like, hold on, man, you tripping. You ain't gotta be all that, dog, you know. You too big, you hear me? Shit, that's like a chihuahua fighting a rottweiler. We ain't finna do this one. So I'm looking at him, you know, and the principal, everybody telling him calm down and stuff like that, y'all. So I kind of ease out the door. When I ease out the door, I go to my car. I'm looking for a jackhammer, a hammer, or something. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna crack him. So I really couldn't find nothing. So I go back to the school. When I go back in the school, he like, man, you know what, man? I know where you at, man. I'm gonna catch you and block this, that. So I'm like, man, stop sending all them threats. Don't send them threats like that, bro. So I'm telling them, you know, don't send no threats and stuff like that, y'all. So I'm like, man, I'm looking at my son too, like, man, how you got into it with this big ass boy? Man, this boy too big. How you got into it with this boy? So y'all, at the same time, my heart just bam, 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 bam. I'm like, man. So I really don't know what to do at the time. So y'all, we lay around there and we leave and stuff like that, you know. And we get home, come to find out the little boy and my son, they been beating all the neighborhood. So I'm like, oh, man. So look, y'all, I thought about it. I was encouraging my son, you know, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to do too. But I tell my son, I said, hey, look, this how we going to do this here, son. I said, I believe you could beat him. I said, I believe you could beat him, man. You could beat him. You know, I'm like, no, I can't beat the dad. I can't beat him. That nigga too big. I ain't gonna play with the dad. I can't beat the dad. You know, but I'm like, you could beat the son. And he said, why you say that, Dad? I said, man, look, that's the same thing Mr. John told Craig. And I said, another thing, if Craig whoop Debo ass, you can whoop his ass. Holla, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.